Look at her playing innocent. Amanda's voice sliced through the quiet of our weekly family dinner. Her words hung in the air like smoke, curling around every suspicious glance now aimed at me. My name is Ellen Mitchell. I'm 34 years old, and I never imagined I'd be accused of stealing from my own family, let alone by my sister-in-law. But here I was, at the center of a quiet storm, as treasured family heirlooms mysteriously vanished. Started small. A missing silver spoon. Vintage brooch. Pieces with history. Gone without explanation from Margaret's carefully maintained collection. I don't know what you're talking about, I said, my hands clenched in my lap under the table. James, my husband, sat beside me, glancing between his sister and me with disbelief. Amanda wasn't done. That Victorian necklace went missing right after you helped Mom organize her jewelry. And now Grandma Rose's music box is gone. Isn't that strange? Margaret's gaze settled on me. Disappointed, suspicious. For 5 years I'd tried to earn her trust, to prove I was worthy of her son. I could see that trust unraveling. That's ridiculous, James started, but Amanda interrupted him. Is it? These things keep disappearing when she's around. Maybe she's selling them. Have you checked her browsing history? My blood boiled. But before I could speak, Margaret's voice trembled across the table. The emerald earrings my mother left me disappeared last month, after Ellen helped clean the master bedroom. I stared in disbelief. Margaret, I would never. Show us your phone, Amanda demanded, rising to her feet. Let's see your selling history. I don't have to prove anything to you, I said evenly, though my heart pounded. I haven't taken anything. Amanda's smug smile made my stomach twist. See? She won't even defend herself. And that was the beginning of the nightmare. Rumors spread. Family stopped inviting us over. Aunts clutched their purses tighter. Even James's father, once one of my strongest allies, started looking at me differently. James tried to support me, but the doubt crept in. Maybe just show them your phone, he said one night. To clear the air. I shouldn't have to, I snapped, hurt. I'm your wife, James. Don't you trust me? The final blow came just before the family reunion. Margaret called. Her voice was soft but final. It might be best if you didn't come this year. People are uncomfortable. I sat in the car after that call, crying. 5 years of effort undone. And for what? What did Amanda gain? Then, by chance, I found out. I'd taken a wrong turn one rainy afternoon and ended up near some storage units. That's when I saw it. Amanda's unmistakable red Mercedes parked outside. She was unloading boxes, clearly trying to avoid being seen. Something about it felt off. I waited until she left, then approached the unit. I took pictures of the number, the lock, her car, everything. That night I started digging into her life. Her private Instagram told a story. Each time she accused me of theft, she posted vague pictures of new finds. I hired Sarah Maxwell, a private investigator. She listened and nodded. Classic projection, she said. She's blaming you for what she's doing. We had a lead, the storage unit. And soon Sarah had proof. It's in her maiden name, Sarah told me a week later. She visits often, always bringing boxes, never taking anything out. And she's behind on payments. It'll be auctioned July 15th. Plan formed. Do we tell them? Sarah asked. No, I said. Let them see for themselves. For the first time in months I felt hope. We watched Amanda closely. Sarah uncovered more. Amanda had 5 storage units across the city. 5. Not just from our family but from others. Even her ex-husband's family had lost heirlooms. She's a collector, I whispered. She's not selling anything. She's keeping it. Amanda didn't want just revenge. She wanted to erase me from the family entirely. She couldn't stand the idea that I might inherit something. As July neared, Amanda grew sloppy. Sarah caught her sneaking items between units late at night. Once, she even left a receipt behind at Margaret's house. But the family still believed her. Even James was distant. One night, I found him staring at old family photos. "You always loved my family," he said quietly. "Why would you do this?" I wanted to scream the truth, show him everything. But I stayed quiet. "Sometimes things aren't what they seem," I said and walked away. Then Amanda made her biggest mistake. She hosted a family dinner and proudly displayed her latest antique store find. A distinctive Art Nouveau vase. Froze. I'd seen that vase before. In Margaret's dining room, I recognized the missing heirloom instantly, one Margaret had mourned months ago. Pretending to admire its craftsmanship, I snapped a quick photo and sent it to Sarah that night. She quietly added it to the growing pile of evidence. "She's getting bold," Sarah noted. "She must think no one will ever figure it out." As the storage auction approached, I carefully set my plan in motion. Sarah accidentally mentioned the auction to someone in Margaret's bridge club. As expected, gossip spread fast. Amanda's panic was immediate. She showed up at our house unannounced, visibly shaken. "You know something," she snapped, her polished facade cracking. I met her gaze calmly. "I haven't done anything, Amanda. Isn't that what you've been telling everyone?" She stormed off, tires screeching, and within hours my phone lit up. Amanda had gone on a rampage, accusing me of plotting against her. Her hysteria only stirred curiosity. What could possibly be in that storage unit? The night before the auction, James finally asked, "What's going on, Ella Laner? Amanda's unhinged, and you're just calm." I squeezed his hand. "Come tomorrow. See for yourself." Auction day. The morning was crisp and clear. Sarah called early. Amanda had been at the facility since dawn, trying to pay off the balance. But it was too late. The auction was going forward. I arrived early and watched as family members trickled in. Margaret, aunts, uncles, even James came, looking conflicted. Amanda showed up last, disheveled and panicked. When she saw the gathered crowd, she froze. "What are you all doing here?" she demanded. The facility manager stepped forward. "Unit 247 is being auctioned. We inventory first." Amanda lunged, pleading. "You can't. I just need time." Security held her back as the door rattled open. Silence fell. Inside were our missing heirlooms. All of them. Margaret's emerald earrings. Grandma Rose's music box. Even items Amanda had claimed were her own purchases. But that wasn't all. The unit held family treasures dating back decades, meticulously labeled in Amanda's handwriting. Margaret gasped. "My mother's wedding china. You said the movers broke it." She stepped forward in tears. One by one, family members identified their lost items. Shock turned to grief, then betrayal. James quietly moved beside me. "I'm so sorry. I should have believed you." Amanda, seeing her lies crumble, did the only thing she could. She ran. Aftermath. The facility manager agreed to delay the auction. Sarah provided proof of ownership, and we began returning the items. But the revelation spread beyond family. Some items belonged to former neighbors. Sarah compiled everything into a police report. Detective Wilson took over. "This goes beyond theft," she explained. "It's about control. Your sister-in-law's been doing this for years." Amanda vanished. Her house was empty, bank accounts closed. James struggled most with the truth. She always knew what was missing. How else but if she took them? The family's attitude toward me shifted. Invitations returned. Apologies followed. Margaret invited me to lunch alone. "I let Amanda turn me against you," she said through tears. "Can you ever forgive me?" "There's nothing to forgive," I told her. "You wanted to believe your daughter." "But you're my daughter too," she said, squeezing my hand. "And I forgot that when it mattered most." Resolution. 3 months later, Amanda was found in Arizona, living under a fake name. She'd tried to con an elderly couple by pretending to be their granddaughter. Margaret made the final call. She needs help, not just punishment. Amanda was charged, but offered psychiatric treatment as part of a plea deal. Her diagnosis confirmed a serious mental disorder involving compulsive hoarding and manipulation. When I saw her at the courthouse, she looked small, plain clothes, tired eyes. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I thought you were stealing my place in the family." It made everything feel justified. He nodded. "I hope you get the help you need." 1 year later, Thanksgiving came, and the table gleamed with restored heirlooms. Margaret paused, holding Grandma Rose's gravy boat. "Sometimes good comes from bad," she said. "We learned what truly matters. Not things, but how we treat each other." Smiled. "We're stronger now." James wrapped his arm around me. "And more grateful." Amanda's chair remained empty, but it now symbolized hope, not loss. Later, Margaret handed me a small box. Inside was her mother's emerald ring. "This belongs to you," she said. "Not because you proved yourself, you never should have had to, but because you showed us what real family loyalty looks like." I slipped the ring on. Perfect fit. Not flawless, but precious. Like our family,